Hello Gemini, what's going on? I hope you are very well. My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and this is going to be just a very quick, well, I'm going to try and keep it quick, a quick love reading for October, a little bonus reading, a little check-in. So yeah, don't forget, don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you enjoy the video, if you feel like it resonates with you. And as always, thank you so much for checking out the video. So what's the message for Gemini for love? Is something taking a long time, Gemini? What's the message for Gemini in love? Oh no way. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So, you're in solitude at the moment, Gemini. And you're supposed to be. I know that's not what you want to hear. I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's the message. In silence, peace prevails. You have navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. So, I feel like you kind of don't really know what's going on at the moment. You're sort of just a bit blind. You have another card about the moonlight here, journey by moonlight, believe in magic. So you're in a period of solitude at the moment. Perhaps you're waiting for someone new. Perhaps you've already met your person and they're being really slow, or you don't know what, I feel like you don't know what's going on with the moon. But that's part of the, I know you don't want to hear this, Gemini, because Geminis are all about logic and facts and data, right? Like, give me information. But you're supposed to be going by your intuition at the moment and like teaching yourself to believe in the magic without evidence. Let's get one more from this deck. What else for Gemini? Well, I'll just go ahead and take that then, since Spirit practically threw it at me. Oh my god, you're gonna hate this message, Gemini. Sorry about that evil laugh. Spirit is nothing without a sense of humor, right? You have watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax. So I feel like something's taken a really long time. I feel like you're spending a lot of time alone. I feel like you don't know what's going on and it's driving you insane. But I feel like this may be a lesson, Gemini, because the thing is that life is boring, you know? It's difficult for a Gemini to reconcile themselves with that fact that life is just boring. Like, you know, sometimes you just have to sit and wait. And I feel like I feel like you're being taught to kind of just live in the moment and not always be chasing the next thing. It's also a time for you to relax. Like, and I know you don't want to be here, I can feel it, but you have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. And I'm noticing he's out in the snow, so you might be feeling a little left out in the cold. Like, you might even just be like literally not spending a lot of time with any kind of human, like lover or friend, you know. But that's where you're supposed to be for some reason. Like, I think it is to do with kind of teaching you about following your intuition. And also I feel like maybe you need to rest. Like, it's literally like learning to enjoy the present moment and be happy where you are. Because, you know, the thing is, you know, we always think we're going to be happy when we get the next thing, right? And then we get the next thing and we're like, ah, shit, I don't feel any different. Do you know what I mean? It's like when, you know, you wait and wait for your birthday to come. And then your birthday comes and you don't feel any different. You're like, oh, I feel exactly the same at this age as I did before. So, you know, when this person comes, you're not going to feel any different really when they get here, right? So you may as well just enjoy where you are. I mean, you know, it'll be nice, you know, you will feel different, but you'll still be the same person. You know what I mean? It's not going to change you that much. It'll just give you more stuff to worry about, right? Because you'll be like, oh my god, what if they don't like me? Oh my god, like I farted in front of this person. You're like a Carrie in Sex and the City. She farts in front of Big. Okay, what else? Okay, hold on, just, I feel like I needed to take that one, hold on. I don't know which one it was, sorry Gemini. What else for Gemini? What are the messages for Gemini? I'm going to get some cards to see what's going on with your person as well, but I feel like this just needed to come out. You have Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. My foot is itchy. Are you getting itchy feet, Gemini? Oh my god, my foot is so itchy. I feel like this is you, right? Because Geminis always have itchy feet, right? You always want to be in the next place, doing the next thing, doing the next person. No, I'm kidding. But like there is that thing with Geminis about like always wanting to be doing the next thing, right? I feel like and I was going to say it earlier and I never said it, but I feel like for a lot of Geminis at the moment may be opening their sacral chakra. I'm not going to go on and on about that. If you want to know more about the sacral chakra, check out my other channel because I've done a video on it there. But the sacral chakra is all about, like, the root chakra is about living in the moment, being present in the moment, but the sacral chakra is about having joy in the present moment, like tapping into your femininity, male or female, tapping into your like feminine side, because the masculine side, and the thing is Gemini is a masculine sign, so even if you're a woman you have that masculine quality to you. Like the masculine energy is all about going and achieving things and doing and creation, well yeah, like creation, but like external creation, whereas the feminine is about sitting just let me explain, like being in one place and receiving, you know, because you may have a habit of, because you're a masculine energy, I feel like Gemini females have a tendency to kind of go for the men that they want, right, or the women that they want, like to kind of chase, and I feel like you're at the moment you're being taught to sort of sit back and let people come to you. Do you know what I mean? Like you're embracing that feminine energy, because the sacral chakra is all about grace and sensitivity, and like instead of blocking out your emotions, because Geminis have a tendency to, they don't really want to feel emotions, right? Like instead of feeling emotions they just go and do something else. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh well, I'm just gonna start a new project or move to a new city or like do something else to entertain myself, and I feel like you're being forced to sit with emotions and you don't like it, but you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, what else for Gemini? Okay, hold on, take that one. So you have Anunnaki light codes. I love these cards. This is the what is it called? It's the new Kyle Gray deck. I can't remember what it's called. Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Isn't that a beautiful card? Sorry, I'm a Gemini myself, my Gemini brain wandered off and started thinking about aliens. You're ending some kind of cycle here, Gemini, okay? There's about to be, you're kind of in between. It's like Seven of Pentacles energy, you're kind of in between two worlds, like an old cycle has closed or is closing, but the new cycle hasn't begun. But you are ending a cycle, okay? There's an energetic shift. And let's get one more. What else for Gemini? Okay, you have Memories of Atlantis. I've never seen this card. That is a beautiful card. I don't know who did the artistry on this deck, but it's gorgeous. Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. Alrighty, so one of the reasons that you're being kept where you are, for one thing, you're learning to tap into your feminine energy. And you're sort of being taught patience, and because the thing is, Gemini, I feel like you're about to settle down with someone, and that's what settling down is. You know, it's like you're gonna have to stay in the one place for the rest of your life kind of thing. You know, that's it. Like, I mean, you can move, you know, you can move house and stuff, but essentially that's going to be it, right? So I feel like you're being taught to tap into your feminine energy so that you can appreciate that and not be constantly like looking for the next thing, right? So that the settling down, the commitment's going to work with this new person or the person that's coming in. But I also feel like this time that you've spent by yourself, like it's like hermit energy, like, and the hermit energy is learning spiritual lessons. I feel like I feel like you've kind of expanded your spiritual knowledge during this time, because you might have been, I don't know, watching a lot of tarot readings and then, you know, being like, oh my god, like why am I stuck here? And that's led on to like learning different spiritual things, right? Because that's how they get you. You know, it starts off with the tarot and then you're like, what's a chakra? They're pretty colors, I want to find out about those. And then, you know, there it goes on and on and on. Also, I'm just noticing this is like settling down. Look at that. It's like a big castle. It's like a home, right? I feel like you're about to, you're going towards this home, like this person or this situation that's home for you. You see how he's walking through that path? You're going towards this home. There's a very strong message, and I know you don't want to hear it, Gemini, but this is the message. There's a very strong message about just accepting where you are, like accepting the journey. Because Geminis always want to get to the destination, right? And then when you get to the destination, it's not, I think because your sacral chakras, you always have that masculine energy of wanting to keep exploring, right? But Spirit's making you tap into this feminine energy of like, when you get to where you are, you're going to be happy, right? And you're kind of learning that now. Like, you're learning to appreciate the journey. Like, okay, so I don't know where I'm going exactly, and I want to be at the destination, but I'm learning to appreciate where I am now, even if it feels a bit murky and I'm not sure what's going on. Because that's another thing with air signs, it's like, I want the information. But yeah, I feel like you're heading towards like a really I feel like you're about to settle down. I feel like you're being prepared for it. Also, for those of you that are women watching this, you may well be being prepared for motherhood. And I say women specifically because the sacral chakra is like motherhood. You know, it's all about the womb and like feminine mother energy. I mean, if you're a guy, you know, you're being prepared to settle down, I think, but and to become a dad, of course. But I feel like specifically for the women, because again, even if you're a woman, Geminis tend to have kind of masculine energy, right? Right, let's see what's going on with your person. Okay, the Three of Swords, that came out super fast. Okay, so your person's feeling a little heartbroken. Okay, what's going on with Gemini's person? You have the Ten of Cups. And you have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Let's see what's going on with this. It is so windy here. It's crazy. Okay, you have the Knight of Wands. What else for Gemini's person? Just going to reshuffle that. I only really want one at a time, Spirit, please. What's going on with Gemini's person? I feel like they're very slow. Yeah, see, I'm not taking a whole bunch of them. What's going on with Gemini's person? Can you please just give them to me one at a time, Spirit? Like I'm 5. Thank you. You have the Judgment card. Let's get one more and then we'll clarify what's going on with Gemini's person. The Knight of Swords. I'm not taking all of those. Okay, the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so your person might be feeling stuck. Clarify this Three of Swords. Huh. You have the Three of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So this person was heartbroken until they met you, Gemini. Or, you know, if you've not met this person yet, take what I'm saying as like what's about to happen in the future, right? I don't know if they may be heartbroken just in general, or they may have had you know, a shitty relationship or something. But there's you, this Ace of Cups coming in. So this is someone you already know. This person's in love with you. Okay, and I think they feel very in love with you. Like almost, I think you make this person a little giddy. You have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It feels new. This feels like someone new. I don't even know where that came from. The Lovers. You have the Six of Wands underneath it. I feel like it's just the Lovers that wanted to come out. This person sees you as a soulmate. They're very, very in love with you. Okay, clarify this Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Cups with the Seven of Wands. Alright. This person may have, yeah, there's the Hierophant. They may have been in or are still in a long-term connection where they have felt kind of abused. You know, with the Seven of Wands, it's like they constantly felt like they had to defend themselves. Could also be with this person that they feel like they have to defend their actions to their family. Yeah, it's either like they were in a long-term connection that really broke their heart, where they had to constantly defend themselves, or that's what they're still in. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Spirit, just chill out. You have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. Look, just chill. Just give me one card, okay? Okay. Right, I'll take those. Okay. I'm wondering if something's gonna happen kind of suddenly here, Gemini, or it's either something's gonna happen suddenly or your person has a lot of nervous energy at the moment. So you have the Knight of Wands clarified by the Fool and the World. That's crazy that they came out together, because the World is the last card in the tarot and the Fool is like, it's the first card. So the Knight of Wands, I think this person is preparing to end something, because the Knight of Wands is someone that's preparing, like someone that's like preparing to be bold, preparing to take bold action. It's like they're getting ready to slay the dragon. Because this Knight of Wands is kind of circling a fire breathing dragon. So I don't know if they're with someone really horrible, or like maybe it doesn't even have to be a lover that they're with, like maybe it's family or something, but there's some kind of situation that made them defend themselves, or they feel like they have to defend themselves. I also feel strongly that they are very defensive of this connection with you. Like they'll do a lot to protect it. But they have to end something. I feel like this is something that's going on now for a lot of you. Like they have to end something so that they can be free to have this new beginning with you. And I feel they are going to be, look at this, look at these bitches. Look how happy they are. They're like, yes! Oh my god, I'm finally free! of that burden. Now, if this is someone that had a shitty relationship in the past, it's like they're finally releasing that, right? Finally putting that down. Clarified judgment. Okay. Alright. You could be dealing with a water sign. They could have Pisces in their chart. They could also be Libra. This is also, I mean, it could be any water sign, but we saw the Page of Cups earlier, so Pisces specifically, but they could also have Cancer, Scorpio, Libra in their chart. I have a feeling this person may have a lot of water in their chart, Gemini. Oh my god, look what's underneath that. You have the King and Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Holy shit, Gemini. I'm wondering if you're kind of... Okay. I have a lot to say here. I'm trying not to get distracted. It's just all coming in. Because I feel like this person, they're either a water sign or they have water in their chart that you don't know about. That's what I'm saying here. And I think that you're sort of being forced into your like watery feminine energy, male or female, so that you can kind of relate to this person a bit better. And you see how you have the Knight of Wands here? I feel like they're learning to be more fiery like you. I know Gemini's not fire, but it's a fiery sign. You know, Geminis have a lot of pizzazz, right? Like, always like that fiery energy of wanting to keep going. And I feel like you're sort of being like more, you're like, each person is learning to be more like the other person, so that when you do come together, it's not going to be such a clash. Do you know what I mean? They could definitely be a water sign. But you two are perfect for each other. Absolutely perfect. Because I feel like you've both been, you know, the Queen of Cups, I feel like your person's the King of Cups, regardless of gender. Very sweet, very loving, a lot of love to give, this new person. I feel like they're new. Coming in with a cup of, it's going to be a very romantic affair, Gemini, which also, it's not really, you know, romance, not so much a Gemini thing, right? And I feel like this person is, they're going to want to romance you. So I feel like you're sort of being like taught to accept romance, like more romance and soft energy in your life. But the Queen of Cups is you. Which is, she's always the energy of someone who has had to learn boundaries, you know, as is the King of Cups. I feel like you've both maybe had crappy relationships in the past. And again, I feel like some of you are being prepared to be mothers. But the new person, like, they're very sweet, a lot of love to give, very trustworthy. I feel like it's either you or them. It could be both of you. You have the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. This could be you. Like, you may have had an encounter in the past with a fire sign who was like they hurt you, basically, with the Nine of Wands. And that's something that you've been learning to put down. You have the Page of Cups again. This new person could definitely be a Pisces, or they might have Pisces in their chart. So you might want to check out the Pisces reading. I don't know. Because I feel like you're feeling a bit, I don't know what's going on, and I hate it. So maybe if you check out the Pisces reading, it might help. I don't know. So clarifying judgment, you have the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Death card. So there's a new beginning coming in with this person, but I feel like they have to end something, or they're coming out of a dark night of the soul. It's one of those two things, because obviously it's going to be different for different people. There's been a separation with the Four of Swords. This is someone that you've been in separation with. And I think it's because they didn't want to make a decision. You know, the judgment is like, it's a decision that has to be made. There's a new beginning that comes off the back of them deciding to end this connection that they're in. You know, or it's like they're coming out of a dark night of the soul. They've been resting from a crap relationship in the past where they had to be very defensive to defend themselves against someone, and they either weren't ready with the Two of Swords, or like I said, they didn't want to make this decision, right? Because I feel like maybe they're dealing with someone who's like, I don't know, yeah. because you have this like fire breathing dragon here. It's like they're getting ready to slay the dragon. And you have the Seven of Wands, which again, it's like people coming for you, right? And I've just split the deck to the Five of Swords, right? Which is someone controlling, someone narcissistic, someone who plays mind games, someone who's kind of a bitch really, or kind of a dick, like just really a horrible person, you know, just like narcissistic, controlling, manipulative, like devil energy. There we go. Queen of Swords, bitchy, withholding of love, very sharp tongue, very critical, very sharp tongued. I feel like this person is, I just keep getting controlling. I feel like this person's getting, your person, the Eight of Cups, I feel like they're getting ready to walk away. And I've literally just put, look at that. This is what your person's walking away from, or what they did walk away from in the past. They're literally getting ready to walk away from them. Because they're not, yeah, there's a choice here with the Chariot. They're not, their cup of love is not being appreciated where it is, right? And clarify the Knight of Swords, the Magician. So the Knight of Swords, the Magician, I see the Tower here as well, Gemini. I also see the Sun. I see the Two of Wands. I see the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to take these because it's a lot, but the Knight of Swords is something fast. It's someone like, they're going with, they're just going for it. It's someone that just puts like, you know, worries. It's like, oh, I've been overthinking this and I'm so worried about it, and then it just gets to a point where they're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just doing this. And it's usually kind of fast. So I feel like this is what's being manifested, like there's something fast when this does come together. Like when they do leave this person, I feel like they might, yeah, look, see, it's like the Knight of Swords, the Magician, and then there's you, the Queen of Cups, and they come in with this love offer for you. Because I feel like the only thing holding this person back is that they're in this like crappy connection with this monstro, il monstro. But again, the Tower is something ending. It can often be kind of fast, so that like the sun can come out. Because this person sees you as their happiness, right? They see you as their soulmate. You have the Lovers and the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. They're in love with you, Gemini, okay? I think it's important that you know that, because I feel like there's been like no movement, but it's something about teaching you a lesson, and I feel like it is to do with like opening up your femininity, so that when this does come together, like you're not going to be bored, right? You know, it's because maybe you've been looking for this your whole life, and then it's like you're going to get it, and if your sacral chakra is not opening and you're not in that feminine energy, you're going to be like, oh, is this it? I'm bored. Like, I have to stay here forever now? Ah. Do you know what I mean? But that's because your sacral chakra is not open properly. And I think it's just a thing with Geminis, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like they're going to make a decision pretty fast, and things are going to move quite fast. Two of Cups wants to be here again. So yeah, this person's, there's going to be union here, okay? And I know you don't want to wait, and I wish I could bring it in for you quickly, Gemini, but I can't. I just read the cards, you know? And I don't know when. I'm sorry, I don't know when. It's going to be different for different people. But yeah, Two of Cups, union, best friend. You belong together. You and this person, you belong together. You're going to be very, very happy. Very happy. Because you're a match made in heaven, Gems. You really are. The King and the Queen of Cups. Like, you've both been through it. You've both learned your lessons. You've been taken advantage of. You've been hurt. You know, you're both like wounded warriors, but when you come together, it's, you know, you're not going to have to fight anymore. So let's get a couple of cards about this new person coming in. Honorable. So for those of you who are dealing with someone who's already in a connection, you know, I feel like even though it's a terrible connection and the person's horrible. They've tried to be honorable about it. I feel like their heart is broken being away from you, honestly. If you're like, if you already know this person, I feel like they want to come through, because I feel like you're feeling twitchy and you may be feeling like running, but for some, I don't know, but you're not. Maybe your circumstances don't allow it or something. But I feel like they want to come through today and be like, no, look, it's like breaking my heart that I'm away from you. Like, I love you so much, but I'm just dealing with this crap. Because I feel like also they kind of, with the Knight of Swords here, I feel like they kind of want to protect you a little bit. You see how it's like he's kind of defending. I feel like they kind of want to protect you from, like, because I feel like they're with someone really horrible. Or they have been with someone really horrible in the past and like they needed time to heal from it. Alright, what else about this new person? Because you know, Gemini, look, protective. Pisces, and then it goes to like in reverse, so I'm not going to take them, but you may have manifested someone and you may have wanted someone, like, you know, when you were manifesting, you may have been like, I want someone like decent, I want someone honorable, and you got them. But you got it in that way that Spirit thinks they're so funny, so funny. Like you know, you manifested someone like honorable, and then like they're so honorable that they don't want to leave this connection, or like they're so honorable that they don't want to dump their past baggage on you, you know. But this is going to be someone, I feel like they're already very protective. I feel like they don't want to involve you with this monster that they're with. Or like I said, they don't want to dump their broken heart on you. If it's someone, because obviously, I'm not going to repeat myself, you know, I've already said it, but they could have been going through a dark night of the soul, right? Definitely could be Pisces. I would check out the Pisces reading. Like, I'm not trying to pimp out my channel, it's just, it might help. Because, you know what, I feel like, water sign, I feel like Pisces had a reading where they were dealing with a horrible connection. Water sign. I feel like they have strong, you know, even if you're watching this and being like, they're an Aries, I feel like somewhere very important in their chart they have water. Like they might have water rising or water moon or water Venus, or like a water midheaven, or because you think your sun sign's important, and it really is, but there's a lot of other shit in there that's important too. And I honestly feel like you're being taught to tap into this watery side of you so that you can like relate to them more. Because I don't know, Gemini, maybe if you met this person 10 years ago, you'd be like, oh my god, this person's such a drip, like not dealing with this. Do you know what I mean? You have Cancer at the bottom of the deck. You know, that's funny. I feel like Cancer had a reading where they were trapped in a shitty relationship too. Might want to check out the Pisces and Cancer readings. Oh my god. You have very intelligent at the bottom of the deck, so your perfect partner, Gemini. Very, very smart. And you have Scorpio. And that is funny, because I also think that Scorpio had a reading where they were leaving a crap relationship behind too. It's funny the way that Spirit does that. And then it's in reverse, so I'm not going to read that one. That is, look at that. Sorry, I'm squealing. Like all the water signs have just come out. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you have water sign here, and you have the King of Cups. Oh, and I know what some of you are being like, oh my god, I am not getting with a water sign. You can fuck right off with that, but you are. You're being prepared. You have strong. So that might be physically, they might be physically very strong, or like they're learning to be emotionally very strong, or they're emotionally very strong. You have cute. So this person's like cute. Let me just, you know what, I want to reshuffle these, right? Because I wasn't actually speaking about your person. Because sometimes because I might be describing you, right? If I'm not like super determined, like focused. Tell me about the new person coming in for Gemini. Hard worker. Okay. So they're a very hard worker. Which is always, I always see that as Capricorn energy, but they don't have to have Capricorn in their chart. What else about this new person for Gemini? I'm just going to get one more row. Oh, shy. See, that might be another problem, Gemini, because a lot of people see Geminis as quite extroverted, right? But when you get to know us, we're not really, right? I mean, we like to talk a lot, but a lot of the time that's a bit of a show, right? So they might see you as someone very extroverted or something, and they might be a little shy, but I think in general, maybe this person just might be a little shy. So they're a bit reluctant to come forward, because you know what? They might be an empath. I'm just going off on a bit of a tangent here, but you know, shy plus nice person can often end up in these like codependent relationships where your person is the giver and they're with someone that's just a taker, you know, and they may have trouble speaking up for themselves, right? I feel like somebody's just totally taking advantage of your person. Brown eyes wants to come out, okay, because it just does. Let's get 2 more. I think that's cute that they're shy though. What else about this new person for Gemini? That's a lot. What else about this new person for Gemini? And I do feel it is a newer energy. You have manager, team leader. I only want 1. Okay, you have kind. So they're very kind. They're very lovely, Gemini. So that's what you should take from this reading, okay? Like, you might be feeling really bored, but I think you're supposed to be bored, because I think it's preparing you for settling down, basically. And I'm not saying that settling down is boring, but it kind of is, right? Like, if you spent a long time like doing the Gemini thing and chasing the next thing, I feel like that's about to come to an end, you know? So it's like you're learning to just be, because that's going to be your life soon with this person, you know? I mean, you'll still have fun, you'll still be, you know, it'll still be exciting being with them, but you're not going to be constantly chasing the next thing. So I feel like, you know, you're learning to just kind of be happy where you are and be happy in the moment. I feel like you're learning to tap into your feminine energy for this person, and to tap into like a watery kind of energy for this person, so you guys can connect better. But while you're doing that, this person is preparing to end something with someone kind of horrible. And like I said, I feel like there's going to be fallout here, because I keep just going back to that dragon, you know, and you have the 5 of Swords and the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Wands. I feel like they have to be, they've inadvertently got themselves into some kind of horrible connection, and we've all done it, right, Gemini? And if you haven't, then lucky you. Because once you're in it, they kind of chip away at your self-esteem, and it's difficult for you to see what's going on. So they may not have even seen for a while until they met you, right? But I feel like they're with someone that's, you know, just, I feel like there's gonna be a fallout. They're kind of scared of the fallout, but they're preparing to do it. They will do it, okay? They will do it. It's just taking them time. They're preparing, okay? They're getting their, you know, they're plucking up the courage to do it, okay? And listen, I feel like when it does happen, I feel like it'll kick off kind of fast. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, that's your reading, Gemini. I hope it was useful. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I would appreciate it a lot. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light.